Most K-dramas have romantic storylines, but the best couples stand out because of their chemistry, compatibility, or narrative payoff. Since 2018, Netflix has helped popularize Korean shows in the US and beyond. Whether the K-dramas on Netflix are decades old or fresh releases, viewers can immerse themselves in the hundreds of Korean titles within the streaming service's vast library. Under the general umbrella of K-drama, there are shows that touch on true drama, comedy, romance, sci-fi, and even horror. Regardless of the extenuating circumstances, however, it's typical for multiple main characters to fall in love. Plenty of K-dramas explore friendship, but most viewers are drawn in by K-drama romances, understandably so, considering the best K-drama love stories are legendary. 20 Bong-soon and On Minute Hyuk. Strong Girl Bong-soon. Strong Girl Bong-soon is an iconic fantasy K-drama, but its magical realism is overshadowed by the main love story. The titular Do Bong-soon, Park Bo-young, inherited superhuman strength, which leads to her becoming CEO on Minute Hyuk's, Park Hyung-sik, bodyguard. There are multiple plot lines bringing the two together, including Bong-soon's dream of being the main character in a video game and Minute Hyuk owning a gaming company. Their love story is fraught with challenges, but the chemistry between them is obvious and extremely compelling. 19 Han Jong-suk and Kim Do-hyun. A Virtuous Business. A Virtuous Business is a period piece K-drama that takes place in the early 1990s. Single mother Han Jong-suk, Kim So-yeon, becomes an adult product salesperson as a last resort, but alongside her three closest friends and co-workers, she grows passionate about their potential success. All the while, though, Detective Kim Do-hyun, Yun Woo-jin, is secretly investigating his past. Do-hyun gradually falls for Jong-suk and the two make an adorable family unit with Jong-suk's young son. Do-hyun wasn't necessarily a white knight, but he did come to Jong-suk's defense and protect her whenever possible. That said, A Virtuous Business let Jong-suk save herself most of the time, which was incredibly refreshing. 18 Ban Ju-yeon and Baek Soo-jong. My Dearest Nemesis. My Dearest Nemesis follows a simple concept: two people scorned by their first loves cross paths and fall for each other. The trouble is, Ban Ju-yeon, Choi Hyun-wook, and Baek Soo-jong, Moon Ga-young, don't realize they are each other's first loves. The unique second-chance romance causes them to reflect on their shared history and grow as people. What makes Soo-jong and Ju-yeon so perfect is that they understand each other's worst qualities. Ju-yeon, who protects his image as a serious businessman, allows Soo-jong to see his true self, an obsessive nerd with a secret room dedicated to manga, figurines, and band merchandise. Their quirky relationship makes My Dearest Nemesis one of the best K-dramas of 2025. 17 Woo Soo-ji and Ma Sang-gu. Because This Is My First Life. Because This Is My First Life follows a common K-drama trope of two characters entering a fake relationship, a marriage of convenience. Their romance is amazing, but two side characters, Woo Soo-ji, Isum, and Ma Sang-gu, Park Byung-eun, steal the show. Soo-ji and Sang-gu are the main characters' best friends, but their relationship is much more unique. Sang-gu is an awkward CEO while Soo-ji puts up with constant harassment at work despite her career ambitions. When they get together, Sang-gu encourages Soo-ji to follow her dreams and take a risk, which pays off in the finale when she casually proposes to him. They may not have been the K-drama's main focus, but they were certainly the highlight. 16 Yoon Sae-bom and Jung Yi-hyun. Happiness. There are plenty of popular K-dramas about zombies, but Happiness is one of the best. After the litter virus takes over the country, Yoon Sae-bom, Han Hyo-ju, and Jung Yi-hyun, Park Hyung-sik, work together to stop the spread and investigate the disease's true source. The constant danger builds tension that peaks when Yi-hyun himself is infected, which is precisely when Sae-bom realizes her feelings and vows to love him in sickness and health as he turns into a zombie. In the end, the virus is cured and the main couple lives happily ever after, which they deserve more than anybody after their experience. 15 Choyoung and Kook Yun-soo. Our Beloved Summer. Our Beloved Summer starts with a creative premise. Two exes are forced to reunite after a video they filmed in high school goes viral. Choyoung, Choi Woo-shik, and Kook Yun-soo, Kim Dami, then have to grapple with their unresolved feelings that have been brewing over the past decade. Despite the K-drama's friends to lovers plot, most of Our Beloved Summer is dedicated to the characters as individuals and how they've grown since their first time dating. It's less dramatic than most series, but that realism helps bolster the characterization and subtle romance. 14 Koo Sera and Seo Gongmyung. Memorials. Into the Ring. In terms of K-drama female leads, Koo Sera, Nana, is one of the best. She initially decides to run for office at the district assembly for the pay, but Sera ironically becomes a staunch political advocate for her constituents. Inadvertently, Sera becomes one of the most respectable politicians in the office. Along the way, she falls in love with Seo Gongmyung, Park Sung-hoon, with the two having one of the most grounded relationships in K-drama history. Unlike most romances, Sera and Gongmyoung never randomly break up, leaving their love story as a comforting underlying constant of the political drama. 13 Yoon Jin-ah and Seo Junho. Something in the Rain. Something in the Rain is an incredibly realistic K-drama that tackles issues like sexism in the workplace and controversial age gap relationships. The central pairing, Yoon Jin-ah, Sun Yi-jin, and Seo Junho, Jung Ha-in, are 6 years apart in age, with Jin-ah being in her 30s while Junho is in his late 20s. A 35-year-old dating a 29-year-old might not feel taboo to most viewers, but the main characters' ages in Something in the Rain are a true source of conflict. Thankfully, they rise above the judgment and become a public couple by the end of the K-drama. 12 Lee Yo-raem and On Daebeam. Summer Strike. Summer Strike takes place in the small coastal town of Angok, making it feel like a comforting slice-of-life K-drama. Nevertheless, Summer Strike is much deeper than you'd expect, taking downright sinister turns at times. After Lee Yo-raem, Kim Seol-hyun, abandons her job and moves out of the big city, she crosses paths with On Daebeam, Im Si-wan, the local librarian. Their romance is a soft and sweet slow burn that runs as an undercurrent while Yo-raem becomes a true member of the town and Daebeam confronts his dark past. Don't let Summer Strike fool you. For every idyllic and peaceful scene, there are 2 scenes to make you cry. Regardless, Daebeam and Yo-raem are an underrated and understated couple.